if you're here, where the hell is everyone else? Don't tell me.
They're all right. But it's a long story.
You lot don't do things by halves, do you? Well, at least everyone's still breathing. Now, as for these writings, I'm sorry to say, Clive, but if you had those, you'd be...
Sitting under a pile of rubble, I know.
But we were able to save a few bits and pieces from the ruins, most of which ended up being used to build this place. They're more personal.
Then I'll check the workshop.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. I'll be here waiting.
Master Sid, have you seen His Highness the Prince? We were to dine together, or so I was going to suggest. Before he vanished, that is. I suppose now I'll just have to ask the Bard.
If Amber and the Lazarus are gone... Do you think Lid's ship will ever sail?
This looks like it's from Sid's old diary. I'd better keep it. What do we have here? Oh. Sid's pipes. Something tells me Mid...
I know this is your hideaway, but you really shouldn't be in here. If Mid caught you rifling through her research, she'd have your head, then mine for letting you.
That leather loosener was only the first of the discoveries the Alembic gonna help us make. Just you wait, Sid. Just you wait!
We've had no word from Canva for days.
I remember seeing this doll in Sid's cellar. I wonder if it was Mid's. Huh. What's this tucked inside it? Sid's best invention. Huh. That sounds promising. So Sid hid something in Mid's first opus. What would that be? Perhaps Otto might know.
Well, did you find anything?
Possibly. You wouldn't happen to know what Mid's first opus was?
Opus? That girl's as tone deaf as a banshee. Unless you mean the orchestrion. She would surprise us all. Not least her dad. You should have seen how proud he was of the little scamp. What's that battered old box have to do with anything?
I think Sid may have hidden something inside it.
Wouldn't surprise me. Those two and their bloody treasure hunts. Half the things in the hideaway were hidden one time or another.
How are we supposed to do our duty when the hills are cruel?
Cole said it was an army of Akashians.
I didn't break it. Well, I didn't break it.
What didn't you break?
Nothing. We didn't break nothing. We definitely didn't break the orchestrion.
What's wrong with it?
It's broken. Except when it isn't. See?
And you had nothing to do with this?
Nope, nothing. We just wanted to listen to all the songs at once. So we pressed all the buttons. Like this. See?
All too well. All right, out of the way. Something caught on one of the gears.
Did you break it? Can you fix it?
No, I mean, yes. There. How about now?
You fixed it! Sid fixed it! He more than fixed it! Yeah, new music!
Huh. Never heard this one before.
They started playing when I removed this. Whatever it is.
Well, don't look at me. I can tell you it's important, though. Sid showed it to me. Once and said as much. said it was the stuff dreams were made of. Let's just hope it's the stuff ships are made of as well.
Indeed. Let's see if we can make some dream.
Just the two I was looking for.
Aye. Who's a patient?
Actually, yes. The Crown Prince just left.
Dion left?
Unless you've another word for stood up and walked. He did have the decency to leave a message with Obelisk before commandeering one of his dinghies.
No. We're not the Prince's keepers.
I'd rather he did so in bed. His wound's much like yours, I suspect. Otto told me what happened in Canver. What is it with this realm's princes and their...
Ask me when I get back. Though I may be sometime.
Then at least try to stay safe.
And if that fails, try to stay alive, eh?
Every moment I waste here, the further the flagship sails. I have to get back.
Be seeing ya.
He's a surly soaker. Who cares less for us?
Sid, do you recall the flowers I had you bring back to the yard?
Vaguely. Is something wrong?
I'm afraid so. I was able to get most of the Morganbeards to take root, but they rarely flower. I fear the soil here does not agree with them. However, I believe I have a solution.
I can't wait to hear it.
I'm going to marry the Morganbeards with Morbles. I know. But hear me out. Morbles are possessed of a highly choleric temperament. The fire which drives them appears to be maintained by an abundance of nutrient-rich ether drawn from their environs. I believe that by grafting a Morble vine to a Morganbeard, the appendage's wealth of vigor-inducing nutrients might well stimulate the flower to bloom. The endeavor, I assure you, is scientifically sound. I simply need a vine to prove the theory.
And all you need...
That is correct. As for the Morble, I fear... Why, well...
You're as pale as a poltergeist. Why don't you sit
right, Clive? Blackthorn told me you helped him out again. Tough for that. Speaking of which, I'm actually a bit,
Worried about him. And you want my advice?
afraid so. It's a bit of a funny one, this, but I saved this posh knob while I was out on a mission, and he gave me this flashy ring to say thank you. So, obviously, I show it to Blackthorn, thinking he'll be impressed, only for him to go white as a sheet and quiet as a curl instead. Try as I might, I can't for the life of me work out what could have got him upset like that. And seeing as how Blackthorn opens up when you're around, I thought maybe...
I'd speak to him again. Well...
Cheers, Clive.
I'll be sure to pay.
All right.
Go on then.
She can't kick. Glory to Griga. There you are.
What's happened?
Taya's busy working herself into an early grave. Since the arrival of her latest patient, I've tried offering to see to him in her stead, but Clive, she hasn't left the infirmary in day. Will you talk to her? Order her to her chambers if that's what it takes. Because if she keeps this up, I fear the hideaway will be without its best physica before too long.
I know better than to order Taya to do anything. Well, Taya, Rodriguez worried about you. And if what he says is true, then so am I. We all admire your dedication, but...
I will, when it's time. Until then, we owe him that much.
Who is he?
Someone from my past. It won't be much longer. The crystal's curse has almost finished its work. If I had the tears, I could ease his passing. But without them, we've nothing that will touch the agony of those last few hours.
How would tears help this man?
Not my tears. Tears...
You wouldn't, Ty. There must be some...
Sometimes an easy death is the greatest kindness. You do well to remember that, Rodriguez.
We have all the ingredients. I can make the draft if you can...
Just tell me what you need.
There is a species of venom-weeping spider that lives in the forests of Norvent. Bring me one of their eyes. I'll make sure...
Thank you, Clive.
Cole said it was an army of Akashi.
Bloody hell, Clive. Not this again. Oh, ain't you got bet?
That remains to be seen. August tells him that the sight of it clearly...
Come on, mate. Bottling it up ain't gonna help. If it weren't the ring, and it was something I said...
It was. It brought back some unhappy memories, that's all.
Memories of what?
There are things we'd...
Don't be like...
Fine, if it'll get you off. That ring he flashed was the work of... We apprenticed together, back in the day.
You've never mentioned him before.
Why would I? Ain't seen him in decades, and the last time I did, we almost came to blows. The ring brought it all back. I could tell it was one of his the moment I saw it. Bastard's improved, though. More than I thought possible. That thing's a work of art.
So it was a nice ring. Worth a few gil, maybe. What's it matter to you?
It matters, because engraving metal's a nightmare, and I've got no bloody idea how he managed. The fact is, I couldn't make anything even half that detailed.
So what? You're an armorer, not a jeweler.
I'm the Hideaway's master craftsman. I'm not stealing a living at some backwater village forge. My armor keeps you lot safe, and my swords keep you dangerous. As far as I'm concerned, every swing of my hammer's another blow struck in the name of our cause. So I put my heart and soul into my work. Because the curse breakers deserve better than second best. And I refuse to be shown up by the likes of Zoltan.
Very well. Why don't we go and pay him a visit?
I doubt he'd be too happy.
Then just this once, swallow your pride and focus on keeping the curse breakers up. Provided you can do that, you'll hear no complaints from me. But if you can't...
What'd you say, Blackthorn? You know, it's not like you'll be going alone.
All right.
Magic. So, where do you reckon old what's-his-name is then? Zoltan, was it?
In Dravozd, my old village. He won't have left. He's the chief.
Dravozd, eh? That rings a bell. Not far from Tabor, right? Just north of the fields of Carava. Got that, Clive? Meet us at Dravozd as soon as you can, yeah? And I'll make sure Blackthorn don't get cold feet.
Good luck with that. I'll see you there.
Cities. Siege? Would have thought it.
Ambrosia won't help me here. Ready, go? Fly, Ambrosia. All right. This might take a while. Too slow. Kicked out already?
No. This charmer ain't letting anyone
Why are the gates closed?
Chief's orders. Not that I'd have let you in anyway. I suggest you go.
That's what I'm trying to do, you little... Ain't changed a bit, have you, Snotty?
No.
Long time no see, eh?
What the hell are you?
Well, it was meant to be a surprise, but I'm here to see Zoltan, you fucking numbskull.
All right, just... Duck.
Yeah.
Go on, then.
Much obliged.
So this is Dravozd. Not much going on, is there?
It's a smithing town. When I was a lad, Clive, you're good with people.
Hey, you ain't backing out now.
There's a river of bad blood between... But if someone can be...
All right.
I appreciate it'll be near the forge on the hill. It was our master's.
The forge on there.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your hole.
Isn't there anything we can do to help? It doesn't seem fair that them folk having to deal with
it. Mama, why hasn't Papa...
Hotter! Hotter, damn it! Those miserable flames wouldn't melt butter, let alone iron.
Pardon the intrusion. I'm looking for the chief.
That'd be me.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll bet it is. Keep the gates closed, I tell him. Well done, Snotty. You're not welcome here. Get out.
Blackthorn's here.
What did you say?
He's traveled a long way to see you.
Yes, has he?
He's waiting.
Then I
didn't you...
So what if... Fuck! Well, these bearers' flames are next to bloody useless.
We're never going to be able to fire up the forges.
I'm a busy man, as you can see, so do me a favor. Oh, and if you're struggling, the prick knows exactly. He's not wanted here.
All right.
Please, Chief, you've got to do something. If this keeps up, we'll be ruined.
But if we can't fire the forges, how are we going to earn our keep?
Shut your hole.
Let me guess.
As a personal favor to him, yeah.
Well, at least he didn't beat about the bush.
There'll be no talking him round.
Which is what exactly? If we're to help, what turned the village against you?
I left. Dravozd. Zoltan. There are two kinds of smiths in this world, you see. My kind, who are in it for the love of the craft, who labour on a single piece from dawn to dusk to get it just right. And the other kind, who are in it for different reasons. People like Zoltan, whose work is quick and cheap. The kind of smiths who shit out a few hundred blades, reap the profit, and divvy it out among themselves. There wasn't a single day we weren't at each other's throats. And bit by bit, people started taking sides. You would have torn Dravost in half had it gone on. So, I left.
You didn't have to do that.
Zoltan's a better chief than I would have been. His way of doing things kept food on people's tables. Dravost prospered without me and my lofty ideals getting in the road. Until the crystals run out at any rate.
It depends on how you look at it, though. There's got to be other ways of making fire. We manage it in the Deadlands.
Thanks to Sid's ingenuity, yeah. He saw all of this coming. Knew crystals were the problem, not the solution. And spent years coming up with ways of doing without.
You know what I mean, though, right? Where there's a will, there's a... What I'm trying to say is that it's not your fault. You couldn't have predicted this.
It doesn't matter whose fault it is, I don't... Clive. Dravost won't last long without its furnaces. So, do you think it's time we shared Sid's bellows with the world? The way I see it, it's your decision to make.
Hold on, Blackthorn. Sid made those things for us. They give us an edge over the rest. And you'd be throwing it away.
All right. Do it. This place was your home. Sid's creations were never meant to be hoarded. It was only ever a matter of time before we shared them. Let this be another step on the road to freeing Valisthea from the prison of the Crystal's blessing. Dravost will show the world that it's possible. Wouldn't you agree, August?
When you put it that way, of course. It's like hearing Sid speak from beyond the grave.
Thank you, Clive.
Shall I go and fetch the plans, then?
I know I'm off by heart. I'll be needing some help, though. Building a furnace isn't exactly a one-man job. Do us a favour and round up anyone strong enough to lug a brick or two with you, August.
All right, then.
And I've got a job for you too, Clive. Finding me some salamander skin. I need leather for the bellows and nothing else will withstand the heat. Luckily for us, salamanders feed out in the fields of Carava.
Time for a spot of hunting, man.
Blackthorn's got some nerve coming back here.
Ready, go? Run like the wind. Thanks, Gal. Get him! Nice try. Get him!
safe.
This won't be easy. Get him! Too slow. Get him! Get him! This one. Over here! Get him! Let's go. Let's make this quick, shall we? Hold me back. Go for Let's try. Too slow. Nice try. Get him. It's over. I dare say that will be enough for a decent set of bellows.
Ready, go?
No need to ride from here.
What's this all about, then?
Any trouble finding the skin?
Nothing I couldn't handle.
This should be plenty. Right then, time to put these louds to work. If everyone pulls their weight, we'll be finished in no time.
Well, I'll be damned. I honestly didn't think it'd work. But it's hot enough, all right. And without a single crystal in sight.
You know what this means, don't you?
Sorry about earlier. That thing you built us is... And honest to God, you saved our village.
It's Blackthorn you should be thanking. What is it?
Pit coal cinders. After he left, I spent... That there was my answer. Chuck it in the fire, and you're forged. Our secret for yours. Only fair. I've always envied Blackthorn. Since the day I became chief, I spent every spare moment trying to... No amount of sleepless nights at the Anvil will ever bridge that gap, though. He's a genius. Plain and simple. The man Dravost needed. But he took all his talent and left. Gifted and free. Is it any wonder I hate his guts?
The cinders would mean more coming from you.
I need to forgive him first. And that's not gonna happen.
Well, you know what they say. Oriflamme weren't built. These things take time. Especially when they involve two geezers as well. But what matters is, Blackthorn's got that twinkle back in his eye. I reckon... Oh.
Rodriguez could have mentioned his spiders would be the size of curls. Hopefully one will be enough. Rodrigo will have prepared the other ingredients by now. Let's go.
Faster!
This one. Definitely anything but ordinary. Now, let's get this vine back to the yard.